Hi guys, welcome back to another daily tarot card. These are your daily tarot cards for Tuesday, November the 14th, 2023. Today we're pulling from the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot cards. So we're starting off with the Sun, and I feel like this is going to be like a choice for us as we move forward, and it is a choice every single day. Not every day is going to be magical, not every day is going to be great, but or blissful is what they're saying, but it's a choice, and I feel like this is where like the Sun is, they're saying like this old golden age, but I definitely feel like it's how you move forward. We have the Hermit card. I feel like because it's coming out from underneath the bed, it could be you coming out of a depression, coming out of a cycle. And that's the thing you got to say to yourself when you go through these things. It's temporary. This is not a permanent emotion. This is not a permanent situation. New light is coming in if you wanted to. You cannot sit there and move to new destinations if you're bringing chains from the past with you. You got to take those chains off. Whatever happened. It was there to teach you a lesson. Maybe it was there to teach you your value. I feel like a lot of us learn our value this year. For a very long time, we would just do things out of the goodness of our heart. Some people saying, oh, that makes you a sucker. Some people saying, oh, you're too selfish, So it's just like now, it's just like, what you bring to the table. Who you are. You learn to love yourself. You learn to appreciate yourself. So you're not going to let anyone treat you or dismiss you as anything less than, My dog, stop messing with the Christmas stuff. I set up my tree last night. Like, I'm letting it, fall down. Like, not fall down, I guess. Saddle is the better word. So, I have ornaments on the bottom on my Christmas skirt, and he's going at him. You better be good. This little dog. We have the page of presents here. So it's just like, this is 3 weeks time. Things are changing around. You probably already saw knockings of this. One thing they were talking about is that they're showing, it looks like when you get those like gift cards where you pull it from the side. So I feel like a Walmart gift card. It's not like an actual envelope, like the little envelopes that you open up. You pull it out. So it says gift on it, and there's an amount. And I feel like it's like being grateful for those people that like this could be for yourself, this could be for your children. I feel like because there is a negative innuendo around it, because this is what the experience you had before, it's like you're not sure how to take it. You're not sure how to process it. Is this from a place of love? Is this because I have to do something? Or what is this going to cost me? And I feel like just because that's been an experience with one person or one situation doesn't mean that it has to be with this person, or these people. Because I definitely feel like it's multiple people. I don't feel like it's just one person. And I feel like it's like coming from a place of gratitude, thank you for this blessing, I feel like they were showing like one example from Mean Girls, where Rachel McAdams' character sits there and she's like, you're really pretty. And she's like, oh, like, Lindsay Lohan's character is just like, oh my gosh, thank you. Like, and she's just like, what a huge compliment to come to someone like Regina George, and she's like, oh, so you think you're pretty. And it's just like, what? That's the type of people you stay away from. It's like, compliment me if you want to compliment me. I'm the type, I don't give out compliments freely. You know what I mean? I feel like if you look like someone, or your energy is really good or something like that, or I feel like you look really great in an outfit or something, I will say it. If I have nothing positive to say, I don't say nothing at all. I don't give out compliments freely. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, I feel like in that way, it's just like when it comes to these, it's just like, just be thankful. Someone thought of you, I put a lot of thought into things that I do. You know what I mean? And it's because it's from a place of love. Someone tells me they like something, you know what I mean? It's just like I go looking for that thing. So, you know what I mean? Because I know it will put a smile on their face because that's something they would like. You know what I mean? That's something I know that they will, when they open it, the reaction is my gift. You know what I mean? How happy it makes them look. Or when I see them wearing it or using it or whatever the situation is. That is my I guess gift to myself. It's just like, look at the way that they react to it. Look at the happiness that they have in their life. You know what I mean? It's just like, that's the type of person you should be, adding to people's life, not sitting there giving something because you hope that they will match what you spent or spend even more on you. You know what I mean? It's just like, ugh. That's the type of energy we want to stay away from. I feel like this Knight of Potion I feel like it's someone that could be coming in to fill your cup, but I feel like it's more of the end of, don't forget to fill your cup. You know what I mean? Like, I sat there and it's like, I wanted to get a facial done yesterday. I just, for whatever reason, I didn't get it done. So I sat there and I was just like, okay, got up this morning, my face is dry, I need to do a facial. Sat there, did my Noxzema nurturing, facial that I usually do, wiped that off. Then I got this really cool, it's like that green tea face mask, what I saw in the videos did not happen, but, it still smells good. I'll still use it, but it's not like, no, not what I saw, like, the reaction that they were showing. I didn't see that, but we all know they all lie, but it still worked great. I'm not going to lie. It's still a great product. But, it's just like what they were like, wowie, wow, look at this. Or maybe it was just different types of skin acts different type of ways, or maybe they didn't wash their, like I did a pre-wash, so who knows. But either way, it smelled great. It smelled like one of the candles. It smells like a white tea candle. I bought one. It was from Avon. It was green. Oh my god, it smelled so good. And I know from Bath and Body, I think it's white tea and sage, but it smells similar to it. I remember the first card reading I got from someone. I walked into their house and I'm like, oh my gosh. I said, I love that smell. She's like, right? And I'm like, I remember that candle. I bought it from Avon and it looks similar to the one that I bought. And I said, I always loved that smell ever since I had that candle, and I can never find that scent again. Bath and Body's close, but that green tea mask smelled like it. Maybe they need a green tea candle, I don't know, but that mask smelled pretty similar to it. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. This is where things are moving forward. I feel like this is where the Nine of Potions comes in, where like the universe is going to fill your cup in some sort of, in a not like a huge way. Like I feel like the Queen of Cups or like a King of Cup, where I feel like the King of Cup, you're filling your own. But I feel like with the Nine of Potions, it could be like, your children. It could be, you know what I mean? I feel like on that level, it's nothing, I don't want to say nothing major because every blessing is a blessing, no matter how big or small. Like last night, I was having a horrible allergic reaction. And my son's sitting there and he's like fixing the blanket on my feet and tucking me in. And he's like, love you, Mom. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you. The other one was sitting there getting me, I took some Dayquil because I'm just like, oh, this is just affecting my chest and I don't like it. I took an allergy pill. I was just like, oh, I do not feel good, So I feel like in that way, it's like, don't overlook those things because, you know what I mean? They didn't have to do those things, especially teenage boys. When do they ever think about anyone else? You know what I mean? It's just the way you raise them, I feel like they definitely, like, especially my oldest has changed a lot because a situation arose and he was just like, oh. And then my youngest was just like, oh, damn, yeah, like 2 things went out this year. And I'm like, yeah. So, when electronics go out, it's just, ooh. But I feel like it was more the sentimental behind it than anything. You know what I mean? So it's just like with the TV, I'm like, we love the shit out of that TV. You know what I mean? I was just like, but that's the thing. It's like a birthday gift that me and his dad bought for the boys. You know what I mean? So it's just, it was rough, but that's the thing. The very first TV, and it was a smart TV. The very first TV we ever bought is still ticking. It's so crazy. Like, but that's what I'm saying. It's just like, I was lucky I got it on sale and everything like that, but it was not money I was planning on spending. I was doing so good, and then it's like, wah, wah, and I was like, okay. Poop happens, like my dad always said, so chop it up to that and keep moving forward. But I feel like with Libra's balancing energy coming here, I feel like that's where it's like, this time of year can be chaotic. I feel like you spread it out as much as you can. Like, you know what I mean? Like with myself, I started, because I know how I am and the way that, and that's why I shared that experience with you guys, how I beat anxiety about, Christmas is starting early. Like I started September this year. I probably will start August next year. Everything worked out. It's just like, you know what I mean? The fact that the TV went was like, oh my word. It's like something I didn't need. You know what I mean? But I love the fact that the 10 of Presents, they were showing December 23rd with this. The fact because it's a Christmas tree, the presents are around the tree and everything like that. So they're showing December 23rd. But that's where I feel like they're saying someone's going to get engaged around this time. I remember when my sister got engaged to she was on his knee for like 40 minutes. I was like, oh my God, this is painful. I was like, you're so mean. And she's like, what? I'm like, the poor man was down there forever. I'm like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? I'm like, if you should have said I'll get back to you or something. Not make the poor man wait there. You know? She was just like, yeah, whatever. Jeez Louise. I think that was the year she found out she was pregnant with Ricky, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe that's why he proposed. I don't know. I don't know too much, but I remember it was like around New Year's. My mom realized like, you're getting a little too tipsy too quick. I think you're pregnant. But, you know, in the best way possible. Cute, you know, so grateful, you know, to have that experience. I never wanted kids until he was born. I was just like, you know, fell in love with that little boy. Oh my word. He's a big man now. He ain't no little no more. But I feel like, you know, with the 10 of, like, potions, this is the 10 of cups. Unconditional love. Content couple, but you know what I mean? Don't sit there and give into all this commercialism like you're nobody unless you have a relationship. Christmas is about relationships. Christmas is about who you're celebrating with. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be, oh, you have to be in this. You have to be like that. Oh, your value is less because of this. Something is wrong with you. It's like, no, they just want you to pay more taxes. They want you to get married. They want you to be common law because you'll pay more taxes. They want you to get married because you pay more taxes. You have more tax relief as a single person than you do as a couple. Let's be honest, you know? I feel like that's why there's a lot of commercialism or, you know, making you feel less than. Don't let them make you feel less than. You know what I mean? It's just like, I'd rather be single than be in a relationship where being made feel less than. Or, you know what I mean? Like, oh, the pressure, like, you know, to make decisions on a whim because this person is this way. It's like, I'm going to go up the pace that I feel like I should be going at, and I'm going to make the decisions that I feel like is best for my family. You know? People may not understand. That's not their life to understand. You keep moving forward. You keep doing what makes sense to you. That's the important thing. What makes sense to you? What makes sense to other people may not make sense to you. What makes sense to you may not make sense to other people. It's your life, though. And just like they said, it starts and begins with you, the sun. What do you make the most of it? You know, doing little things for yourself. Like, I'm not in a funk. It's just yesterday it was like up and down the stairs, like basement stairs, up and down, up and down, up and down so many times. Backyard, up and down, up and down. So it's just like, you know. In all honesty, I'd rather crawl back in my bed right now. But can't do that. There's things to do, you know? So I feel like it's just like some days we feel like that, you know? It's technically my Monday, like, so, for work. So we all know how that is. But I just feel like, you know, get the sleep that you need. Treat yourself good. Do things for yourself, you know? Don't give into all this, like you're nobody unless you're in a relationship. Yeah, it's great to have a family, but you know what I mean? At the same time, you know what I mean? I have my boys. That's the best thing for me. You know, watching movies with them, you know what I mean? Or just watch, what's it called? It's coming back, The Crown. Final season starts on the 16th. I can't be more happier for that. You know what I mean? So it's just like, you know, Matt Rafferty, his comic series is coming out. You know what I mean? I just watched The Addams Family by myself I wanted to watch it. I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to watch it. I probably should have worked out. But it is what it is. Like I said, I'm going to justify the fact that I was up and down the stairs so much yesterday, putting away all the outdoor stuff. That's my workout. And now I'm just like, I'm like, you know, we're doing it. We're doing it. I'm not getting into that funk. Like, I just keep telling myself, I was washing the bathroom, and I was just like, see? Before this would kill your knees, and now it's like, you know what I mean? You're good. So, that's what I keep using as my inspiration, is the fact that my knees are a lot better. Because I don't want to go reverse, you know? Especially now because it's colder, too, you know? But this is where they're talking about, like, going outside. They're like, waited till like it's noon where it's warmer so you can sit there and put out the Christmas lights and stuff like that. Probably like 11:30, 12, because you know how, like, especially this time of year, I'm in North America, I'm in New Brunswick, so it's a little bit cooler, but it's like the sun is nice and toasty at a certain time. And it's like, get outside when it's nice and toasty, so that way you're not like trying to finish it up, wrap it around like 4 or 5 o'clock because it starts to get cooler at that time. So I feel like that kind of thing. That's probably why everyone feels so sleepy. It's cooler. It's like, the cool air makes you want to sleep. Or the fact that you got the heater on. The toastiness makes you want to sleep. So I feel like a lot of us are pushing ourselves to do things, but it's like, how much, like I even said that to myself, how much better you're going to feel once you finish. It's done. You don't have to think about it for the rest of the day. You know what I mean? So, that's what keeps me motivated. Plus, I want to go downstairs and get my garland out. Probably fluff up this tree some more. Mine's a 3-piece one where you have to sit there and match the lights up, and I didn't match it properly, so I have to fix that too. It's like, you're going to give me a hard time, aren't you? You know what I mean? But, if I can't fix it, oh well, very ho-ho to us. Half our tree is going to be weird. The first 2 line up, the top one doesn't. I don't know what the heck I did different, but yeah, I'll figure it out. But, just sit there and do things that be putting a smile on your face. You know what I mean? You feel a certain way, have a shower. Having a shower, I kid you not, changes everything. You do not, the difference you feel, having a nice toasty shower, do it when you're not rushed. When you're rushed is the worst. Do it when you can sit there and enjoy it. You will feel a million times better. And have a nap after. Oh, so nice. That's the worst for me. I sit there and I take a shower, and then I'm at work and I'm just like, I'm so sleepy. I want to go to sleep. But, yeah. Just continue doing things that make you happy. I know, not every day is going to be perfect or whatever like that, but honestly, be grateful for the things that you have in your life, because so many people would sit there and just love to be in your shoes. You know what I mean? It's not perfect. It may not be like the way that you planned it. Like, my life did not turn out the way that I thought, but you know what I mean? Things happen for a reason, but you just keep moving forward, making the most out of every single situation. That's what matters. Showing up every single day, no matter what's going on, and just being like, you know what? In this moment, I am grateful for everything that I have. You know what I mean? Big or small. Even the smallest little things that, trivial things that people overlook. It's just like the fact that my son sat there and it's just like, he was just like, here, let me adjust your blanket. He wanted to get the cough syrup for me too. And, my eldest knows where it is because he's done it for me before. But when I get like that, where it's in my chest, when I'm having an allergy attack, I'm just like, ugh. I turned the window fan off, which sucked because I like the cool air, but gave it a bit and then I turned it back on. But it was just like, oh my word. It makes such a difference in your sleeping. But that's why I feel like a lot of us feel comfortable sleeping this time of year, because it's so easy, because it's darker, it's cooler, it's easier. You know what I mean? Like, you can sit there and put a bunch of cozy blankets on and you're just like, in your own little oasis. So it's just like, yeah, that's fine and dandy and all, but there's things to get done. We have things to do. So don't forget that, we have to be responsible. We have to adult, unfortunately. You don't adult things that don't get done, but make the most out of this season, I don't know if it's because of the size of the apartment or something, but they're showing like a little tree, like a Charlie Brown Christmas. Hopefully not that bad, but it's just like a little Christmas tree. Like, it's a potted one. Who cares? Do it. I used my first tree was a little tree that I put on the table. And then I was really shocked. This woman sat there and said she was getting a new tree. And I said, yeah, I need to get one too. I said, because I have a little one that sits on the table. I said, I want to get a full tree. And she's just like, let me give you my old one. And I'm like, what? And she goes, seriously. She goes, I'm just going to sit there and donate it or throw it out. She goes, I'm getting a new tree. She's like, let me give this to you. And I'm like, are you sure? And she's like, yeah. She's this I believe her name was Pauline or Paula. Sweetest lady ever. I loved her so much. She was such a nice, she made me so happy. I liked her a lot. But it's just like, she didn't even have to do that. She was so sweet, So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just like, you know what I mean? I felt awkward, but I was just like, wow. Like, You know what I mean? She didn't even have to offer it to me, and she did. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's where it's just like, you know, I know you may have had bad experiences with others, but I feel like this like season of gift giving. I don't know why it's different from others, you know, but it's just like, you know, who knows? Maybe that's why Spirit will reveal more. But, you know, because things are supposed to be a mystery, you know, and that's the one thing we have to take when we get a tarot reading, that some things are left to be a mystery. They tell us like little dribs and drabs, you know, and we try to pull more cards on them, you know, and sometimes things are like, well, it's your decision on how this moves forward, because it's up to you. At the end of the day, we are in control of like how we handle situations. Just like when they're talking about like how easy it is to like go back to bed, you know what I mean? Rather than do things that are productive. Sometimes that's what the day calls for. It's just, you know, let's go back to bed and we'll call it a day, you know? Just depends what's going on. But it's like, even my aunt, she's just like, you know, can't live in the past. She's like, there's nothing you can do about it. Can't change it. You know? She's just like, you know, and even with her, she's just like, don't be sad. And I'm like, I'm not. Because I see how happy you are. You're dancing. You're drinking champagne. You know what I mean? Like, you have a big smile on your face. You're eating, you know? And I know that's not what the story was when she was physically on this earth. So why would I sit there and cry the fact that, you know, she's now transformed? She's no longer suffering. She's very much an inspiration, you know? So it's just like, to me, it's like, yeah, I hate the fact that that happened to her. And that's how she had to transform, unfortunately. But I know she's an amazing place. And I'm very lucky that I get to have her energy around me. Like, what a blessing. Because she didn't have to come forward, you know? And, you know, a lot of ugly truths are coming out, and she's crying about it. And I'm like, it's fine. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Not going to live in the past. Don't want to talk about the past. Let's keep moving forward, you know? So that's the way I see it. I could be sad for her, but why am I sad? This is the happiest. Like, when the last time I saw her, you know, she was laughing and smiling and, you know, surrounded by loved ones. You know what I mean? And she just found out. So it's just like, for me, that's what I want to remember. You know, my sister said it perfectly. She's like, you know, you know, I wanted to be a happy memory, not a sad one. And I'm like, I get that, you know, because I was making plans to go see her the next day because I had to work when we found out she went into a coma. But, you know, I feel like I know she was waiting for someone, and they were like, nope, not going to see her. And she was just like, okay, I'm done. You know, she doesn't need to be here and suffer for no reason, you know. But I love the fact that she's manging, you know. And it's just like, me and my sister are so much like her. It's crazy, you know. She's eating like fruitcake and all that good stuff, and I'm just like, you know, I feel like, I guess because she couldn't eat, you know, but she's sitting there enjoying, she's manging, you know, manja. She's sitting there and she's having like fruitcake and stuff like that, and I love it. It makes me so happy to see all that, you know. But that's why I'm like, what a blessing, you know. I get to see all that, and it's just like, you know, I had to go see her on someone else's terms, and now I can see her anytime and be with her anytime, you know. So that's what I mean. It's like, you could take a negative out of the situation, or you could take a positive, you know. So it's just like, that's why I feel like a decision. It's like, are you going to sit there and live in the sun? Are you living in the hermit mode? Are you going to find an equally good balance? You know, where it's like, you can enjoy the winter months and sleep and rest and rejuvenate and heal, and, you know, spring comes to renew, you know, but don't miss the sun part of it. You know, don't miss the good parts of it either. You know, find that happy medium. So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Tuesday, November the 14th, 2023. May the universe bless you good. We'll see you for the next daily tarot card.